taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ricky Rubio, couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Can't connect up, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Trae Young. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Booker. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Kevin Huerter. Count the basket at the rim.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Devin Booker. That won't go. A pass stolen by Phoenix. To Booker. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Phoenix with it. Booker. Look out. Devin Booker. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Trae Young. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Devin Booker. Won't go down. To Booker. The Suns with 4 to shoot. To Rubio. Fires the 3. Not getting the bounce. Parker. To Trae Young. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Hawks have it. Trae Young. Lays it up and in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Suns with the basketball. Alex Len snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Parker. Gets it at the top of the key. Parker. At his core, he is dangerous. Jabari Parker, wide open, drills it.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
New blood coming in for both sides. Here's Rubio up top. Down 3. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Great pass to set it up. It goes down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, No need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Booker. No good. Trae Young to Parker. Shot from the lane won't go. Booker with it. 5-point game. Fires the three, and you can book it. Devin Booker with the three. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. To Kelly Oubre. Jabari Parker sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Devin Booker. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. That ends the first quarter. The Hawks with the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Oubre pass it against Evan Turner. On the shot clock for Phoenix. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Allen Crabbe. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Into the front court. It's Booker. Trailing by 11. Beyond the arc for three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Booker. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Booker with it. 9-point margin. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. To Allen Crabbe. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Devin Booker. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
It's Phoenix ball. Booker takes aim at Damian Jones. For 3, cleans it up. Offensive board. Booker. Missed it. Trae Young. Great look and vision. 4-3. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Parker. Won't go. Into the front court. It's Booker. Final minute, first half. To Rubio. Devin Booker knocks it down. To Allen Crabbe. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Booker with it. His team down 9. From long range, knocks down the 3. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Down for Collins. To Allen Crabbe. Parker. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. We've come up on the break with the Hawks out in front. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. 5-second violation. Booker. Ricky Rubio. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
The Suns with 4 to shoot. Booker trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Trae Young. And a nice finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Devin Booker slams it home on the putback. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Gets a look, can't hit. Into the front court, it's Booker. The margin standing now at 7. Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Booker. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Booker with it. The deficit is 6. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest. Trae Young to Parker. Good look that time, but off the mark. It's Suns ball.
Get down. Half court, hands off.
Rubio. Now a steal by Atlanta.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Is good.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Parker with it. It's a 9-point lead. To Trae Young.
Watch that cutter.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. To Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
A shot no good there for Booker.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. To Allen Crabbe. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Into the front court, it's Booker. Trailing by 14. Going to launch beyond the arc. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Booker has it against Evan Turner. Evan Turner sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Curling inside. 3 quarters down. The Hawks already pulling away. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through three quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical, and sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Trae Young. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Phoenix has the ball. Trae Young. There's the toss. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Booker to Crawford. Beyond the arc for three. Jamal Crawford. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
To Trae Young. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Alex Len with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Booker, defended by Turner. Here's a chance from long range.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Evan Turner in a matchup with Booker. Passed it off to Kevin Huerter. Trae Young. That is great vision to set it up. Easy path to the rim.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
To Kevin Huerter. Oh, he had him there for a second. Not that, and a putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Booker with it. His guys down 11. For 3, another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
Easy answer, no.
To Trae Young. Down low, Collins. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Time for some new personnel into the game. Trae Young to Parker. Knocked loose. Trae Young. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Devin Booker buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Parker, Jabari Parker. He's now 4 for 6.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Rubio. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And the basket good at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Rubio. Ricky Rubio. 3 for 6 now. And that last one, huge.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The Hawks are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.